understand how people could see real problems with conflict of interest with his family members?
I think conflicts of interest
between
arise.
The ties between a Trump White House and
but
a
conflicts
Trump
of interest arise when you're sneaky about it, when you're shady about it, when you're not transparent about it. And no, if you tell everyone, here's what's going on, here's the process, here are the people that are playing a role, that's being transparent. What we've seen in government for so often is that people have been shady about their roles, hidden things, not released things. Every one of these things, we have a camera, for goodness sake. Every single person who enters Trump Tower, you get to see them go up, come down, they talk to the press. I mean, this is a very...
in the elevator bank of Trump Tower does not negate a conflict of interest.
I get it, but when is it enough? At some point, the level of transparency has exceeded probably any modern president in terms of who's involved.
No, that's not true.
Really? Who else?
There's a level of transparency when it relates to his businesses. No, there's a level of transparency that relates to his businesses. Why there are so many questions? Because we have not seen his tax returns, and I know we never will. I know we never will, but don't claim that he's the most transparent.
No, I didn't say that. I did
not
say that. I said this process. Again, you keep trying to deflate. I said the process. Every person, we have a call every morning. We talk about who he's meeting with. They come down. We can see them go in and out. He's talked about everyone that's been involved in the transition process. He listed everyone on his family. He talked about the role that they were going to have.
So this is the level, just to be clear, this is the level of involvement. Two people who are going to run his business are also going to be advising the president.
Well, of course, at this phase right now, his sons and his daughter and his son-in-law have played a very important role. They'll continue to provide counsel to him. Ultimately, he's always the decider. And to the fact, I mean, look at what his approval's done.
Hold on,
let me answer the question.
No fear of the
Since he was elected, his approval rating has risen 20 points. His negative's gone down. The American people, no, because you asked, is this what the American people want? Obviously, they've been very clear about the process that he played, and they actually like it. They like the choices that he's making. They like the quality and caliber of the people that he's brought in for his cabinet. I mean, they like the diversity, the thought. So I get that there's this, it'll never be enough with Donald Trump. At what point is it going to be enough?